Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective, a crow collective, for today. Today is Saturday, January 17th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. We really do. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. You don't need to take on all the energy. That's not usually how it rolls, right? Just saying. Urban Crow Oracle. Yeah, baby. Bubbles, stop it. He's crying because he thinks he's like starving to death. I just washed their water fountain. Like I washed it and then I dried it and I put it back up there on the counter because I'm a kitty cat lover. My cats drink off the counter. I'm not going to lie. They like eating and drinking at a higher elevation and they like natural water flow. So that's why you get a water fountain. And I finally broke down and bought a stainless steel one for them. And I put it on the counter on like this little rubber mat. And I had it drying for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Never even noticed. And then all of a sudden I'm getting ready to take stuff down to the garage, to the car. And he's looking around like, where's the water fountain? Where's the water fountain? We got 4 on the table. So I had to dry it and put some water in there for him. Now he's like whining. We got 5 on the table. We're going to do 2 more shuffles. I got a lot accomplished today, y'all. I did 2 modules, 2 sessions for my course, my online course. I plan on doing one more before the end of the evening. I did spring cleaning in January. I'm so excited. I had 3 humongous garbage bags full of old clothes. 3X, 2X. I put them out in my car. I realized I never put my winter jacket in the car for emergency, so I put that in there. Yeah. Like I said, I washed the fountain. I just made some lemon bread, some protein lemon bread for the week. Yeah, I'm excited. I got a lot done. Whew. Okay, that was 2 shuffles, but let's do a third. Let's do one more just in case. We still got 5 on the table. I just watched one of my favorite readers, and it's funny because I don't know, the last 2 or 3 months, almost everything that she has said like did not resonate for me. And then today it hit me like bam. All of this stuff resonated for me, and I was like, all right. All right. And that's all a part of discernment, right? Knowing what's for you and what's not. And when it hit me today, I was like, how come like for 2 or 3 months I'm just listening to her chatter because I like her voice, and now all of a sudden one day out of nowhere in the new year, it all of a sudden resonates. We got 6 with bottom of the deck. It's probably because of the new year, honestly. We got scavenge, perspective, distraction, insight, anomaly, and protection, bottom of the deck. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. I'm not getting on my phone, I swear. I just want to make sure the volume's off. Because I don't want to be distracted unless we need it for something. Again, feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. Someone is getting some information, some clarity on a one of a kind. Okay. Okay. What was it last night? The reading? It was yesterday, right? The reading where like somebody really liked another person, really was admiring another person, really was intimidated, but like in a good way, because they wanted to learn from them. They wanted to be like them, emulate them. But again, like in a good way, not in a mean, nasty, creepy, stalkery kind of way. And that was not the crow reading, right? That was something else. Okay, hold on. I bet if I look at the titles, I can figure out which one it was. Let me see. Okay. Those are the affirmations. In their mind, they're already gone. They stand in awe of this person. It was the ancestral deck yesterday. The collective. They stand in awe of this person. It was the ancestral deck front that I got from La Peneterre. So listen, this is like the same thing. This is like like a continuation. This is like somebody's thoughts. I don't know how to. I don't know. Okay, so this person is getting clarity on this one of a kind person. Okay, this person that they're enamored of, they're intimidated by, but they want to be like them. Maybe they want to be with them, right? Like maybe. They feel the need to protect this person in some type of way. Like they're feeling like they need to go out of their way to protect this person from something or someone. And whoever this is, I just heard protect them from themselves. Okay, let me think about that for a moment. let me ruminate on that. Cuz they want to protect the anomaly, quote unquote, from the anomaly. Like I'm just going to say it, like almost like don't get too big for your britches kind of thing. Like I'm going to protect you so that you don't lose sense of who you are and what you stand for. Almost kind of like we were talking about this the other day too. Yesterday or the day before, about like when you come into abundance, or maybe we were talking about it last week. I don't remember. But it's like that kind of theory, like when you come into abundance, like you have money, you have things, like you forget compassion, you forget empathy, you lack emotional skill set, because now you have all of this stuff, all of this abundance, and you don't need to think about anybody else. It's all about you. So you start to lose bits of humanity, of your humanity. It's like this person wants to protect them from themselves. It also could be too like self-sabotage, okay? Like if this person recognizes in this anomaly that they do things that aren't necessarily good for themselves, it's like they want to be like, no, don't do that. It's almost like they want to give them like advice or tell them like, hey, I think you're going in the wrong direction. They want to protect them. And I think too they want to protect them from like the evils of the world, like the outside world. Like this is somebody realizing that whoever this anomaly is, like there's someone to be cherished. There's someone to be respected, revered. I want to almost say like in a holy manner, like a saint like manner, but at the same time I don't like to go there. I don't like to go there just because, angels are angels, saints are saints. I don't consider myself either one of those technically, right? I don't really consider anybody human as that either. It's funny that this just came up because I posted on Facebook. I don't know if it was Wednesday or Thursday, or it could have been yesterday. I don't remember. But I posted a quote on there and I saw it, so I just copied it and reposted it on my Facebook page. Um I'd rather sit at a table with sinners than sit at a table with fake saints or people that think they're saints when they're not. Something like that. Something like that. And and even like me personally, if you follow, if you subscribe, you know my thoughts on this. Like, I'm just human. I'm just out here trying to make it like everybody else. I don't consider myself better than anybody, below anybody. Like, as far as I'm concerned, we're all here. You know, we might be on different like timelines, wavelengths, that kind of thing in regards to healing and life's journey, right? Because we're not all the same in that regard, but we're all just human. Like, I don't think millionaires are better than me. I don't think billionaires are better than millionaires. Like, we're all the fucking same. Maybe this person feels as though this anomaly might be getting like a distorted sense of self. Like, oh, you think you're better than everybody else, but you're not. And I kind of want to bring you down to earth, back down to earth, but not like in a mean, twisted, nasty kind of way. More in like, I care for you. I don't want you to think you're rising, and then when you fall, like you're absolutely destroyed. It's kind of like that energy. Whoever this is, they lost perspective. They got distracted by something or someone. In regards to the anomaly. That's why the insight card is here. It's like all of a sudden they get clarity on who this person is. This person was moving around, and by moving around I mean, and I don't mean this in like I don't mean this in a like a criticism type of way, but this person could have been like flitting around from woman to woman, man to man, just kind of like living their life, carefree, bachelor, bachelorette, whatever the case. Um, you know, just doing their thing. And they kind of, I think they kind of lost perspective on who they are, okay? And got distracted. And they lost perspective on whoever this anomaly is. And again, that's where this insight card comes back in, because it's like all of a sudden they're no longer distracted. Their perspective is coming back to them. The clarity is coming back. I know this is going to sound kind of stupid, but it kind of reminds me of like when you hear about people losing their memory, right? Okay. Okay. Regarding Henry, I think I've talked about this before, like when I first started my channel. Regarding Henry, okay, with Harrison Ford and Annette Bening, they were married. They had a little girl, and he ends up, I think he gets in a car accident, I think, or does he get shot? I can't remember. But something happens to him. He goes into a coma, I think. He wakes up. He's lost his memory. He doesn't remember who she is. He doesn't remember that they have a kid. And he actually has kind of reverted back to like childlike tendencies, because he almost comes off as like a giant child. And she has to work with him to get him back to where he was when he, when he had his accident. And the funny thing is he's like more gentle and more open, and basically because she has to help him heal and take care of him and try to, get those memories moving, try to get him to remember his life before the accident, like they fall in love again. Whereas when before the accident, like they had been drifting apart in their marriage. He was always cheating on her, if I remember correctly, and she was cheating on him, or she was getting ready to cheat on him, something like that. And it was just about them coming back together as a family. And then it was funny because he gets his memories back, and it's not even the fact, it's really not even the fact that she was cheating on him or getting ready to cheat on him. It was the fact that he remembered that he was a dick. Like, because at the beginning of the movie, like they show them before the accident, and he is an ass. Like he acts like an ass, and he was cheating on her and all that stuff. So when he remembers, it's like it hits him like a ton of bricks, and he can't believe that that's who he used to be, because he's this whole other person after the accident. It's a really good movie. It's a really good movie regarding Henry. I think it came out like late 80s, early 90s. It has always been one of my favorites. I watched that movie as a kid. I used to love it. It kind of gives that vibe, like somebody got distracted, like they, just kind of went in their own direction, and then all of a sudden, bam, like, hey, hey, like this over here has been waiting for your attention. This person here, like, hello. I don't know if I said this in the other reading yesterday. And again, it technically doesn't have to be part of that reading, but it kind of gives the vibes that it is. It kind of gives the vibes that it is. Like yesterday was one aspect to the relationship, and today is another. Like this person is protective over this person. Whereas before, like they didn't acknowledge who they were to them. Sorry, I keep touching my hands because they're really dry. I don't know why I think rubbing them together is going to make them lubed up, because it's not. It probably just makes them more dry. Yeah. And I feel kind of like whoever this person is, they feel bad. They feel bad that they didn't recognize who this person was sooner. They feel bad that they didn't protect this person for who and what they are. They feel bad that like so much time was wasted. Like there was time wasted here. Like I got distracted and I was out fucking around, and this person was here the whole time, and they needed me. Like they needed protection, they needed support, guidance, whatever, and I was not there. I almost want to pull out that other deck of cards and recreate, because I think I remember all the cards. I might do that after, and then kind of do a post about it, maybe, because I don't want to get too crazy on a video, because it takes forever for these damn things to upload, especially on a Saturday. It probably take forever, and I'm doing this a little later than I would have liked, but I got caught up doing other stuff. Okay. Whoever this person is, they got distracted. Like, look at the dog, right? The dog is distracted by the pretty little crows, It's like somebody saying, damn, I was a dog. Like, I got distracted by these bitches, and I was not looking in the right direction. I was not, because it's almost like I got distracted by this over here, and look at what was already there waiting for me. I'm not gonna lie, it does kind of give like soulmate kind of vibe. I don't want to say twin flame because I'm not really. I mean, I guess it could be technically. Like if these two people knew each other and this person went off to sow their royal oats, right? As said in Coming to America, sow their royal oats. Um I should watch that movie. I love that movie. Um yeah, like they feel like an idiot. They feel and I'm just gonna say like this too with this protection card. I'm looking at these two crows and it looks like an egg, right? Like it looks like a crow's nest. Um, if this is some type of connection, divine counterpart, soulmate type of situation, this is highly protected. Like if this was two people that were supposed to be together and like maybe they came together but then they split for whatever reason and this person went off to do their thing and this anomaly went off to do theirs, like this was supposed to come back. Like this good versus evil. It's like one person went off to stimulate themselves and live in their vices and live in their addictions. And this anomaly went off to try to make something of themselves, good versus evil. But it's protected. It's like they were always meant to come back together at some point. And it really gives, and again, it doesn't matter who the anomaly is and who the other person is. Like it could be two men, it could be two women. The anomaly could be a man. The one that was the hoe could be the woman. I mean, it doesn't matter. This person waited. And it's not like, okay, so let me say it like this. It's not that they waited, like they never got in another relationship, they never had sex with anybody else, but it's like they never settled down. It's like okay, like we broke up, and a year later I date a guy for like 4 months, and then I we break up, and then I'm celibate for a year and a half, and then I date a guy for 3 weeks, and then we break up, and then I date a guy 6 months later, or I date a woman. Like it gives that kind of vibe of like things just never worked out for this anomaly. So they're kind of left waiting. And whoever this is, whoever the distracted dog is, like they're waking up to the fact like this was my person. This was my connection. I was always meant to protect them. I should have stayed there. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? And I think this is honestly, I think this is like the precursor, the prelude to the reading from yesterday, because I think this the reading from yesterday just describes even in more detail how they feel about this person. This would be like, and I'm going to use this as an example because it's easy. This would be like one of my exes breaking up with me, or we break up with mutually, and they go off and they sow their royal oats, right? And I'm over here doing my own thing. And you guys know I'm always open and honest. Like I was seeing somebody in September. I was seeing an old flame in October. Before that, I was 2 years celibate. Whatever. Like I was out there doing my own thing, just like they were out there doing their own thing, but nothing ever worked out for me, right? So this would be like another old flame coming to the realization like, oh shit, I think Kim was my person. And this would be like somebody getting online. Maybe they knew I was online. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they happened by me on chance on TikTok or Instagram or here on YouTube. And then they see me and they're like, holy shit. Like, she has her own YouTube channel. She has a viral TikTok. Like she's rejuvenating her Instagram. Like it's somebody realizing, like they're watching another person and they're slowly coming to the realization, like, fuck, fuck, fuck. I went in the wrong direction. I chose the wrong person, the wrong people, the wrong things. When I should have learned to let all that go, and I should have chose Kim. She's stability, reliability. She's love, peace, giving, caring, nurturing, all the things I could ever want in another person. And I let that go. Like I let that walk right out my life. And it's somebody like just coming into the clarity, coming into the realization that they should have never walked away from this person, that they should have protected this connection like God will protect this connection when it finally comes together. And I think whoever this this dog is, it's just easier for me to say dog. Whoever this dog is, I think when they first realized what was happening, I think it was very emotional for them. And however long that period lasted, they're coming to this point where they're very matter of fact, very precise, very like, okay, like I need to get back together with this person. I got to figure out a way to get back into their life. I need to reach out for contact no matter what happens. I need to throw it out there. I need to put the energy out there. I need to see what happens. Like this is someone realizing like, Kimmy's over there living her life, right? And again, I'm just using myself as an example. Kimmy's over there living her life, not paying any attention to me, doesn't remember that I exist. I need to figure out how to get back into her good graces. I need to figure out how to get back into her life. I need to figure out how to prove myself to someone. And that's, I know that can come off kind of like negative because nobody should ever have to chase or technically prove themselves. But you got to remember too, like if you were in a past situation and it fell apart, whether it was toxic, karmic, or the two of you just decided to break up, right? Or I guess the two of us, since that's my example. You got to remember that this person knows that they fucked up. This person feels like a shit because they feel like they're the only ones that fucked up, right? So they're going to come back into this connection hoping for a second chance, hoping for a new beginning. The thing is me personally, I feel like whoever these two people are, slow. Come into the connection, explain your thoughts, your feelings, and see what happens. Even if the anomaly says, well, okay, like I accept what you're saying and I accept your apology and I forgive you and blah, blah, blah. Can we just be friends? It's almost like that's going to be the jumping off point. Like they're going to go to being friends and this person, this dog, is going to be patiently waiting for more. Like it's their turn to wait. The anomaly was waiting, right? For the most part. Now it's their turn to wait. And like I said, there's protection around this. And you guys know how I feel. I usually don't say this about past relationships. I usually say, but it very much gives like a situation coming for full circle and two people, their connection being protected. And I guess technically you could say it's twin flame. Like if it didn't work out the first time and now they're coming back, I guess you could technically say twin flame. The thing is I'm not really feeling a lot of animosity from either, because I feel like when this dog comes into this anomaly with a confession and, tells them their thoughts and their ideas on having a future together, I don't think this anomaly is gonna, like, oh hell no, like, fuck you, get away from me. Like, I don't see that at all. I see more of a, like I said, like, okay, let's take it slow and see what happens. If someone really claims to be interested in you and wants to pursue a relationship with you and wants to fall in love with you, if they technically haven't already, then they're going to go at the pace that you need to go, right? Like, there should be no manhandling or woman handling, however you want to say that. There should be no, like, pushing somebody into something that they don't want to do. Like, it's just going to flow. It's just going to flow. I just heard curtain call, and that's a wrap. I'm going to leave it there. I think I'm going to leave it there because 31 minutes and I can rant and rave about this over and over, the same bullshit all day long. Um, I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope you all have had a great Saturday and enjoy your evening. Just a reminder for you guys, I will be on with the affirmations in the morning. I will not be doing readings tomorrow. I have overtime tomorrow at work. And then I'm having dinner with my brother and dad. I'm making spaghetti. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just kidding. It's spaghetti. How hard could it be? I'll talk to you later. Bye.